Welcome back, everyone, to the 11th episode of the College Commute. Tom, how are you doing today?
I am doing fantastic today, Alex. How are you doing?
I am good. This is a first for us. We are recording this over Zoom for the first time.
Alex has COVID.
No, I do not have COVID. I,
I'm,
I
so-
did. I did a while ago, but not anymore.
I'm sorry, I'm spreading rumors. It's just because
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
busy adults.
yeah. Me and Nick did a little partying this weekend. We went to Pittsburgh, UMass National Ice Hockey Champs, number one in the fucking country. So that was fun. But we just got back, and it is about 5 hours before this episode will be posted. So I think
we
this is the I think this is the closest we've ever been to like recording before it's like gonna go up.
Yeah, no, we slacked a little bit this week. There's been like one occasion where like we were like, okay, like we drop on Monday, let's try to record like the Wednesday before. And we're not like that good with tech, so we don't like we're very new to this. So like the Wednesday before I just drove an hour to Alex's apartment and
Yeah.
like brought my mic, recorded an episode, and then just left right to go to work just because I was like, I don't want to try to figure things out. But this time we're figuring out I didn't have to spend 2 hours of my day driving, which is good because I did work all Sunday. Didn't get to party like Alex did this weekend, but
We
regardless,
party
we're both here. I know. I saw. I got your FaceTime at like midnight
midnight. Yeah.
that I slept through, but
Yeah, we were gonna record this on yesterday on Saturday. However, we may have partied a little too hard Friday night, so I didn't end up waking up until like noon. If you hear a little difference in my voice, that's why, because we were just yelling all weekend. Um, Let me say this though, some of the places around there did not care about COVID.
uh no, I'm certain of that.
Yeah, it was bad. Like
Like I'm so certain.
the bar after was packed.
I saw Nick's Snapchat and I was like, oh my God, that gives me anxiety.
It was bad. Yeah, it was bad. But it was an awesome weekend. Why were you at my house yesterday?
Oh, so we're downsizing the farm here. So we got rid of all of our rabbits. We're keeping the goats. Don't worry about that. The
Did my
goats are
family get a
staying.
rabbit?
No. We stopped selling eggs.
Gotcha.
And we're eventually gonna start downsizing how many chickens we have. But I woke up and there was like 12 dozen eggs in my fridge, and we stopped selling them just because we don't sell enough to like make the money worth it. So now we just started giving it to like people that we care about. So like we give them to my grandfather, we give them to my dad. And I know how much your family loves having eggs, so I brought them like 2.5 dozen eggs. And
Jesus.
as of tonight, like as far as I know, they are having breakfast for dinner. Because I know that's like a household staple.
It really is. I don't know why, but it is.
You
They
don't know
do.
why? It's delicious.
Well, yeah, I guess so.
Had your dad's breakfast. It's good.
I have. I have. They do love their eggs. They really do.
I know. I still feel so bad about the time that I did your dad super dirty when I
Oh,
brought him hard boiled eggs on accident.
yeah, yeah. That was so funny.
I always bring people eggs, like, farm eggs, like fresh, we get them and then we bring them. And there was one summer where we had like 40 dozen eggs that we didn't know what to do with them. So we hard boiled like half of them because we were going to like pickle them in jars. And like my stepdad didn't think to label them. So I was like, oh, Laura, like, do you guys want some eggs? And they were like, yes, we would absolutely love to have some fresh eggs again. So I brought him a dozen, and Alex's dad went to crack into one of them. And it was just a dozen hard boiled. They thought I was messing with them. And I was genuinely so confused when they asked me about it. I felt so bad.
You really got them on that one.
I did. I should do that again sometime just for fun.
Just to mess with them.
Yeah. Have like a real one and then like a hard boiled dozen. I hope it never happens again. That would traumatize me.
Yeah, honestly. All right, so me and Tom have kind of decided we're going to talk about some popular cities around the U.S. potentially, and just what we think about them. Because after going to Pittsburgh this weekend, I don't know, I got such like mixed feelings about it. I just feel like there's so many places that like I don't know, just like being there, I'm like I don't go to places like this very often. Like just some of the things are so different. Like the things that they drink, like at the arena, they all drink like Labatt's Blue. I was like, what the hell is this?
First of all, Labatt Blue, delicious.
It was
So
pretty good, yeah.
it's a respectable beer. I actually am not opposed to drinking it. I usually aim for Miller Lite, but Labatt's a pretty good substitute. I think it's Canadian, right?
Yeah, no, it is. It is.
which is weird that they have it down in Pittsburgh more than they have it around here.
It's like the official beer of the Penguins, the Pittsburgh Penguins or something.
Yeah, but why? Like
I don't
they're
know. They're
not it's not central, but as far as the East Coast goes, they're not as close to Canada as we are.
no, they're not even close.
Arguably. Regardless, what else
They also
what
had they had I don't know, like a local beer that like is only found in like Pittsburgh or something. It was like ICU Light or something. It was fire.
really?
Yeah, it was good.
Those are the best kinds of beer. Like
Yeah.
no matter what city or like country, state you're in, once you try their local beer, like then it's good. I feel like Massachusetts would probably be like Wachusett or like the
Mm,
Carlson Orchards beer.
right.
Um,
Yeah,
Sam
no, it was
Adams, I
good.
guess, but that's pretty global now. What was your favorite thing about the city?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, my favorite part was we found like this tiny local bar like outside of the arena. Um, and it was awesome. Like the atmosphere in there was just sweet. It wasn't like fancy, but it was just like a good time.
Like a college bar.
Yeah, yeah. Like you can tell they like we're like talking to the bartender who he used to fight MMA.
Oh,
Yeah, he wasn't in the UFC, but he fought like amateur. Like he was pretty good, I guess. Uh,
really?
yeah, it was crazy. But yeah, he was telling us how like they always host like post game parties around there because like they're one of the only bars that are open to like 2 a.m. around there.
Really?
Yeah, and they said they've seen like some crazy parties in there after like Stanley Cups and all this stuff. So that was pretty cool.
I feel like as far as college bars go, you're really deprived just because of when you were born. You really like are lacking like a huge part of that.
Oh,
Um,
totally, yeah.
Probably my favorite college bar I've ever been to was at the University of Maryland. As you know, I'm a huge University of Maryland guy.
Bought
Love
like
the
three sweatshirts from there.
love the Terrapins. I have a ton of Maryland's merch for no reason. Um, but as a lot of people know, like I used to like going down to DC. Like I like to say every year that was the plan. Clearly, I got knocked out of that. I did get a couple years in a row, but I would always stay like outside of DC in like the College Park area in Maryland. And I'm really trying to figure out the name of the bar. It was like something goofy, like not shenanigans, but like something along those lines. And like you'd walk in and it was like this really like it was almost yeah, it was like really Maryland, like, like some real like old bay seasoning type stuff. They had like wooden stuff everywhere, but like 600 TVs,
Jesus.
Maryland stuff everywhere. They had like NFL players who went to Maryland, like their jerseys signed on the wall, like all the old signed pictures, the basketball jerseys up on the wall. And like we went down there one year and we were able to catch like one of the March Madness games that they were like playing in. Like I don't remember how we got into it. But the energy in that bar, like so I've been able to experience it like with the March Madness game going on and just like a random like Thursday night.
Right.
Amazing, amazing atmosphere. And the food, dumb cheap. I remember I spent like $15 on like a steak dinner, but like it was like a good
Jesus.
steak.
Yeah. Bro, the bar we went to, like, there was no chance you were getting food. Like, we didn't even know they had food there until like the last time we were there. We saw people getting like things like fries and shit, but like we had no idea they even served food. That's how many people were in there.
Really.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That's it's been so long since I've been to
Yeah.
like a place, especially now because you can't even order a beer these days without ordering food
Oh,
first.
bro, we did not get. No one got ID'd in there. Like,
I saw. Well,
it
I'm
was unreal.
not going to incriminate anybody, but I saw a
Yeah.
picture and I was like, "Oh, wait a second."
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I was like, "What are we doing?"
Yeah, but
But I mean, it looked fun. It looked like there was a lot of hockey fans in there too, like giving the
yeah,
things.
yeah. It was also cool, like because we just met a lot of. Well, I mean, it was one Massachusetts team and then three Minnesota teams. So we just met so many people from Minnesota. But no, it was actually fun. Like this this guy the first night, he was from Minnesota Duluth, who we beat in the first game in overtime. And we got into the bar and he was absolutely hammered. But he fucking I don't remember what he was saying, but he was like, "Oh, like good game, whatever." He was like, you know what, guys, I'm gonna buy you guys drinks." Mind you, it was me, Nick, and like these two old guys that we were talking to that were alum or whatever. So it was just like four of us there. He put $60 down, tells the bartender to give him as many beers as that will buy him. The bartender comes back with like eight freaking tall boys or whatever. The guy goes, the guy grabs one of them and then goes, "All right, here you guys go," and walks away and just like left.
I love people who just do
Yeah,
these generous things.
I think the 3 nights we were there at that bar, I think me and Nick bought like 3 drinks total, and the rest people bought for us. It was
Those nights are
sick.
always the best. When I was able to go out like before COVID and everything, like most nights that like I actually went out, it was very rare that I paid for all my drinks. Like I would go places and like you remember when I was in Greece, like I almost didn't have to pay for any of my own drinks there for some
Yeah.
weird reason. And it's so nice the generosity that people have.
Right. Well, you just start talking to people and they like understand your story and are just like, oh, these guys are chill, and then just like want to buy you drinks, dude. Especially we were just chatting with like all the old people there. Like Friday night we found these 2 guys that were like used to be in a frat at UMass, but I mean they were definitely in their like late 50s or whatever. But they were buying us drinks all night too, just because they're like, they're like older and they have money, and they were like, oh, we get it. Like you guys are in college, like let me buy you your drink or whatever. It was so funny. And then the Friday night, because Saturday night, last night, we played St. Cloud State. It was also in Minnesota. And the night before that, we were at the bar, and, all the St. Cloud's fans were there, whatever. We're trash talking all night. But these guys from like St. Cloud bought us a shot too. Like, I don't know. The atmosphere in there it was just fun. I don't know. It was good
I
competition, but it was fun.
I felt super generous one time. I don't know. I might have told it on the podcast the time that I bought a round of drinks for the entire bar that I was in.
I don't know if you did.
I don't know, but that was like the most generous I've ever felt. Like when
Not
we were in like
surprised though.
when we were in Athens and stuff, like, we went like we had the group of 40 of us and whatnot. I was like, there was like 5 dudes total on the trip, maybe like a couple more. I'd like I'd buy them all drinks when we'd go to bars and stuff like that, but then they'd all buy we just kind of took turns buying
Yeah,
rounds.
yeah.
But then, there was that one time where like I was in Canada and this guy was like talking to me about Tom Brady. He's like, I love Tom Brady. And I was like, I love Tom Brady. Like I'm from New England. And he was like, I'm gonna buy you a drink. And I was like, I'm gonna buy everyone in this room a drink. And needless to say, I was never that generous again.
I'm sure that was probably a big bill.
I don't know. I didn't pay it. I
Oh,
left. I left.
oh, that's right. That's right. I do remember that.
Yeah. No, I woke up in my apartment the next day and like checked my debit card and I had like my drinks on there.
Right.
And then like I just never gave him my card again. And like, honestly, I don't even know if he got the drinks to the people because I would imagine like something that big, I'd have to pay first, right? But I don't know.
I
It
don't
was
know.
like I don't know what kind of bar it
I don't know.
was.
Yeah, the bar we were at last night, they probably wouldn't have cared. Dude, there was plenty of people getting like free drinks and stuff. Me and Nick last night, me and Nick were like stacking cans, and the guy was like, "Oh, if you can stack one more on top of that, I'll like you guys can get a free beer or something." Or I don't even
Is
know.
that what that was for?
Yeah, well, we were just doing it for fuck's sake to begin
Okay.
with, but then he came over and said that, but we couldn't get it on top.
Okay. That's
I
tough.
was I had like 3/4 of a beer left, but it was like a tall boy. And I started.
Gotcha.
He was like, "I'll give you like 10 seconds." So I started chugging it, and as I was doing that, the tower fell, and we were like, "Damn."
10 seconds would have slugged that thing, first of all. I would have been
I
golden.
I think I would have gotten there honestly, which I was surprised by. I didn't think I was going to, but it fell before. I don't know. It ended up falling at like 3 seconds anyway, so it was a
Yeah, that's
shame.
a tough hit. I won't lie to you. So now that you've seen Pittsburgh, which might I add is
Oh
a dump of a city.
no, bro! It's dude, there's some nice parts to it, but that's another thing I wanted to say. It is garbage, dude. It
Pittsburgh
is
sucks.
gross. And if you're from Pittsburgh, I don't care. Okay, go move to Boston. All right.
Philly is way better if you're in Pennsylvania. Don't get me wrong, there's some dump parts of Philly that I've been to, but I've also been to some incredibly nice parts of Philly that make it really worth it, like Spruce Harbor Park, super nice down there.
Philly
Um,
Zoo.
I haven't been to the Philly Zoo, I don't think, to be
I fed
honest with you.
giraffes
But
there.
when did you go to Philly?
Um, you know how my dad has family there in Pennsylvania.
Yes.
So we went there to visit them, and my dad's cousin is like the head zookeeper at the zoo.
Sorry.
Yeah, we got like we got like
Oh,
behind the scenes access to like the giraffe pen and stuff, and we were like feeding the fucking giraffes and shit.
okay, I got you. Oh, by the
I
way,
was
I
like
remember.
10, but
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I didn't
yeah.
know you that. I remember the name of the bar in Maryland. It's called Looney's.
That makes sense.
Very, very good place. So if anyone's ever in the College Park area in Maryland, check out Looney's. Let them know I sent you. They won't know who I am.
The Looney Bin in
Yeah,
Laconia? Is that what you're talking about?
yeah, just like that, but a little bit nicer. All right. So how does Pittsburgh? I know you haven't been to like a crazy section of the world, but what would you say is like one of your favorite cities in the United States
Well,
that you've been to?
right. Because here's the thing. So the only I think I've been to Boston, obviously, Philly, Pittsburgh, Buffalo, which shouldn't even fucking count.
Buffalo fucking sucks, dude.
New
It's like
York
a post
City.
office.
Oh yeah, it's terrible. And then honestly, I like made big cities. I don't think I've been to any other ones.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, because in Florida, like I've never been to like Miami or like
You've been to Orlando though.
yeah, but yeah. But Orlando was just Disney.
You were in the
But I guess it counts though. I guess it counts.
it's not. I mean, I've been to different parts of Orlando because I didn't go to Disney when I was down there. I was going
Right.
to like do Florida stuff, which
Yeah.
those Floridas, man, crazy. I really haven't been to that many states in the United. It depends on like what you would determine like
Right.
because like I have spent a large amount of time at a bar in North Carolina drinking in an airport, but like
But it's
you
not
know
like
that's not being
city.
in the city.
Right.
Although the accents there were very soothing. Um,
I mean, as of right now, like honestly, like my favorite's still Boston.
okay, take Boston out of the equation because that obviously yeah, because that's Boston. You know what I'm saying? If you had to take Boston out, like what do you think you're leaning towards for?
I mean, I guess New York.
Yeah, I
I
can
don't
see that.
personally though, don't care for going to New York City. I like going there for shows, but other
But
than that, I'll just go to Boston.
realistically, the only reason I go to New York is for shows.
Right. Other than
For
that,
like Broadway shows, went down to see the Rockettes. That was really cool. But
other than
yeah,
that, for me, it's too busy.
yeah, no, I totally agree. I've stayed. I've been in parts of New York. I stayed in like the Lower East Side one time at like a really swanky French hotel. Um, but I
Jesus.
was like a little bit younger then. I had a good time there. The only like memorable thing I have was like how good the pineapple fried rice was at like a Chinese restaurant at like 2:30 in the morning. You know why at 2:30 in the morning? 12-year-old me was ordering pineapple fried rice. I genuinely have no idea, but you know how I got there.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
but New York's really cool. This is gonna come as a surprise. I genuinely think that like my favorite city, if we're taking Boston out of the equation that I've been to, is Chicago.
Really?
Chicago was one of the sickest fucking places I've ever seen. Especially because like, everyone knows about the bean. Everyone wants to go down there and
Right.
flick the bean around a little bit. It's shiny, you know what I'm saying? So you know the bean. But it's a whole art park, you know what I'm saying? So there's the bean around it, and it actually connects to the theater district. So you're coming out
Now
of
we're
like
talking.
you're coming out of the Chicago theater district, and then you end up at Millennial Park, which is where the bean is, and they have a ton of art in the
The bean.
entire area. Shout
Right.
out the bean, dude. Couldn't touch it, but did I touch it? No, I don't think they let you. I forget.
Wait, you can't touch. I thought don't people take like pictures under it?
I took pictures under it.
So why can't you touch it?
I don't know. It's been a while.
I would just
Okay.
fucking on my
That's
way
what I'm
back,
saying,
give
dude.
it a little
Fucking
slap.
smack that thing on its ass. But it's also right next to Soldier Park, so like the Chicago Bears Stadium. And then
You go to
when
Wrigley?
I went past it on the subway, I
Oh.
really wanted. Me and Eric came. We were like seconds away from purchasing like last minute tickets to go see the Cubs actually.
That'd been
Um,
sick.
and of course, on my way into the city, I do have a picture of me flipping off the White Sox stadium
Oh,
because
yeah.
fuck the White
Bro.
Sox.
The White Sox are the most irrelevant team of all time.
I hate them more than any team ever. They were up there with the Bengals until the Bengals drafted Joe Burrow, and now the Bengals were almost immediately forgiven, which
And now it's solely the White Sox.
clearly shows how shifty I am on my opinions sometimes.
Is there a
but
reason for the White Sox or just because?
Why not?
I love it.
I've never had a single reason to enjoy them. I never had a single reason to appreciate anything out of the state of Illinois, except for their men's basketball team, which clearly I'm a fan of.
As
And
of 2 weeks ago.
yes. And now Chicago. And so not only that, when we were down there, Hamilton was really big. So they had a huge pop-up like Hamilton Museum down there. I forgot to mention, Millennial Park is right near, I want to say Lake Michigan. I don't know the Great Lakes that well. I could be wrong. I think it's Lake Michigan because Chicago's pressed right up against the lake. So like Millennial Park, the Bean, it's near the water. It's just a hop, skip, and a jump away from like the waterfront. And like my favorite thing about the city entirely is that there is a 20-mile bike path that goes down the entire side of Chicago. Um, and you know, we rented bikes, and obviously we had to bike the whole thing, which sucked.
I remember the videos.
But that was so beautiful, just like biking along the side of like Lake Michigan for like pretty much a whole fucking day because you know 30 miles was I say 30, I know mathematically it should have been 40. We obviously didn't start from end to end, and things genuinely did start to get dicey when we ended up in south side of Chicago. As most people know, the south side of Chicago is a sketchball place, but we were very open-minded.
That's good. I feel like that's like a thing with a lot of cities is like you just have to go to the right parts and then like you'll be fine. The thing, like another thing with Pittsburgh, I feel like it was dead. Like I said, like that was the only bar we really found that was open. And then I don't know. I feel like so we went to this area where Heinz Field, which is where the Steelers play. I know you know that, but and then yeah, gross. And then PNC Park, which is where the Pirates play baseball. They're like
We respect the Pirates.
yeah, but they're like 100 feet from each other. Not actually, they're a little bit further.
Yeah.
They're very close, which is sick. Such a cool concept. And there's like a shit ton of like restaurants and bars all right there, but it's kind of dead around that area because obviously it's not football season, and if like the Pirates aren't playing, I don't know. So it seems like it's definitely probably a lit area to be around when there's like sports on and stuff. But I mean, I don't know. Everything was kind of dead. We did also go to the casino.
How was that?
It was gross.
Was it the Parks Casino or what casino was it
That
in
was River
Pittsburgh?
Casino.
That sounds disgusting. Because I know the Parks Casino down in Pennsylvania is gorgeous, but that's
No, it was gross, and we lost money, and the blackjack table was rigged. But
you played blackjack? That was your mistake.
no, I love blackjack.
It's fun, but when you go to a casino, man, you gotta understand you're getting into some things.
No, yeah. Well, we honestly didn't end up staying for long, but that's one thing that I wish happened in Boston is that I wish like sports stadiums were closer together.
Do you know where I saw that they and I fully agree. But first of all, not only are they like not close together, sometimes they're just in different parts of the state.
Yeah, Gillette can go fuck itself.
Fucking
honestly.
Gillette, what are you doing in Foxborough?
Yeah,
Like, what is the need for that? Super upsets me. But Cleveland, I want to say it's Cleveland. Their stadiums are like all in the same spot.
see that's sick because like if there's like two games at like one time, that's sweet. Also, I feel like when you do that, you can have like a centralized area of like restaurants and bars where like I feel like around TD Garden, there's not like a lot of like I don't know, like I feel like to go.
Well, that's because they capitalize it in that area that most of the restaurants and bars in the area are in the Garden,
right,
which are
exactly,
expensive as fuck. Like if you walk right outside of North Station, there's nothing there except for the Museum of Science, which don't get me wrong is lit.
Yeah,
but when you're down there to get lit, the Museum of Science is not the savior.
it's not very lit. And then right, if you want to go to like the area around Fenway, even just to like see the park, it's like an hour walk. And if you want to Uber there, it's like $50. So it's like
it was like that in Chicago a little bit. Like if you're
I just
on
think
like
it was a cool concept.
yeah, no, I totally agree. Because like on a touristy day, navigating through Millennial Park to get to Soldier Field would drive me nuts.
Right.
And especially on a game day, you know, thankfully I think we're in August, so it was like a little bit before the season started. Maybe. I don't know when football starts.
Sure.
Sounds somewhere around there. But like the reason we didn't go to Wrigley Field is Chicago's pretty huge. Wrigley Field was fucking nowhere near us.
Right.
And okay, so I actually didn't stay like in Chicago when I was there because I was there for a few days. I stayed outside of Chicago in a town called Evanston. Fun facts about Evanston: it is the home of Northwestern. I worked out in their athletes gym on accident with some of their sports teams while I was there. Evanston, Ohio is also the home of IO psychology, industrial organizational psychology. That's where that was invented. And anyone who knows me knows that that's where I'm getting my master's in if I ever decide to go back to school. Probably won't. Also,
Thanks.
Chance the Rapper raps about it. So, been there, done that. Chicago, super sick. Other than that, when it comes to cities in the United States, I don't really know. I
Bro,
don't have much else for like excitement.
I really want to go to LA just cause.
I agree. I
Just
just
cause.
and I know it's cliche.
Right, I know, but
I
like I feel
but
like you just have to like
I am trying to do the cliche stuff. Like I'm trying to touch down in LA, eat a Cali burrito,
yeah.
and just fucking enjoy life a little bit. Like and just more so than that, I want to go to LA and I'd like to head up to San Diego
Yeah, LA's
because
just mad fucking expensive.
yeah, and I heard San Diego is absolutely beautiful. But
Yeah.
I
Oh
do
yeah,
genuinely
San Diego's beautiful.
yeah, up Santa Barbara area,
Yeah.
all those SA starting places,
Yeah, yep,
love
yep,
them.
yep.
We should do that. We should definitely go to LA because
Oh,
you know me, I
totally.
don't care. I'd fly there tomorrow. Um,
Let me recoup my bank account from dude these last 2 weekends, bro. Honestly, I need like a 3 week break. Like I am mentally exhausted.
no, I totally
Like
get
I've
what
been
you're saying.
partying for like 2 weeks.
Uh, I would say more than 2 weeks, bro, because we had a great 2 weeks
Oh,
before the year
that's
2 weeks.
right.
We've been
That's
having a
right,
month
bro. Yeah, bro. I need like a mega fucking detox.
because
But I'm not complaining though. I've
yeah,
had an unreal last like 3 weeks. It's been
yeah,
fucking
it's been
awesome.
crazy. You know, you went to Philly this week, you went to
Pittsburgh.
Boston last week. The weekend before, I woke up with two black eyes in your apartment. You know,
Yep.
like
Yep. It was great.
good times.
Bro,
But
me and Nick, we didn't even really like drink that much in like beer count, but it was every day we would have like maybe like a bagel for breakfast. We wouldn't eat lunch and we'd have like one burger for dinner and that's all we ate all day. Like every day. So we would get like 4 beers in and we're already kind of like because we didn't eat anything. We just like got up, like barely ate, and then just started drinking again.
you really do need to come on a vacation with me sometime, like a legitimate vacation.
Oh, totally.
I just want to show you how to live properly because that is like that's the blueprint almost. Like that is just like the standard for how it should be. You know, you wake up, hit a local coffee shop for sure. You want like a good
Exactly.
coffee in the morning, get something small like a bagel, and then like your next meal is probably dinner
It's just dinner, right?
where you're starting your drinks.
Yes, exactly.
And it
Yeah.
was different because like the longest vacation I ever took was like 2 weeks, and like literally for those entire 2 weeks, like every day everyone was just like on the same page that like we were starting drinking at like 7 in the morning, and
Right,
like
right.
we'd be going to sleep at like 2 and waking up at 7 and just going again. And like I get what you're saying. Like you get back and you're like, never again. To, like, and it's not like you know when you're hungover and you never want to drink again.
Yep.
It's different. Like you just don't want to look at alcohol at all because you're just like
Exactly.
you're like I'm not like hungover. I'm not disgusted by it, but like no part of my body gets excited about this.
Right. Yeah,
Just
exactly.
especially like how many days were you in Pittsburgh?
3?
You didn't really have time to settle.
No, no,
You know what
no.
I'm saying? Because like
Right.
the day you got there was the day of the first hockey game.
Bro, we got there, checked in the hotel, went right to the hockey game.
Yeah, that's what I'm. And that like it doesn't seem like it. That puts some stress on your like
Oh,
body and stuff. Like it
we were
exhausts the
fucking
hell out of you.
exhausted.
Especially
Yeah.
after driving to Philly. Like that's not a short drive. I've done it many times. And
Yeah,
like
it
I always
sucks.
think I'm like, dude, it's just Philly. And then like I get to Philly and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, yeah, it's brutal.
But I mean, I never want to go to Pittsburgh. I'm gonna be honest with you. I put Pittsburgh up there
I
with Buffalo.
yeah, it's I mean, I was telling Nick, I was like, I probably will never come back. Like it's not the only thing is they probably actually yeah, I think they have them in Philly too, but they have this burger place or whatever. I'm sure you've probably heard of it. It's called Burgatory.
I actually Purgatory.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that, but that
Oh,
does
it's
sound
actually
fucking.
fucking
That sounds nuts.
fire. And they have like alcoholic.
Creative name.
Yeah, they have alcoholic milkshakes. Bro, I got like
Oh,
a caramel bourbon milkshake.
oh,
It was,
oh.
however, I would say if you go there,
Oh.
you either go to drink or you go to get like have a good burger meal because we
You
had
can't do both.
these crazy burgers and then this thick alcoholic shake and we thought we were gonna die after.
Yeah, no,
So like
you that's not like a drinking night. That's like
it was
that's a dinner destination.
yeah, it was like the burger was unreal, the shake was unreal. But by the end of it, I was so full and like so my stomach was so heavy.
That was your off day, right? In between the
It was.
games.
That's why, yeah,
Okay, gotcha.
we were just kind of, and then like we went to the casino after that. But actually, we ended up that night. We went back to the bar. We left the casino. We are like, this is stupid. So we went back to the bar that we were at Thursday night after the game, and that was the night we actually got the most drunk, just
Really?
because there was so many people in there, like
Yeah, that
from
makes
both teams,
sense.
because we were all like so excited about the game. And then the thing with like after the game Saturday night, we went to the bar, but like half of like the UMass people left to go to the hotel that the players were staying at so they could meet them there, which is like I think they were staying pretty far away, so you couldn't just like walk. So
Yeah.
the bar was kind of lame after like an hour because like most people had left to go there, and then like everyone else was either just like way too trash that they weren't even like talking, or they were like the other team like being sad and drinking. So it was like, and like I said, by that point we were fucking exhausted, so we just went back and went to bed. But
That makes sense. I gotta be honest, when it comes to casinos though, if you're sober going to a casino, it's not fun at all.
no, it's really
It's like you're looking around and you're like, this place is full of degenerates. You need
yeah.
to like really be in a degenerate mindset to like really have fun in a casino. Cause like I went to the casino last weekend, stopping by. I'm COVID vaccinated, by the way. Don't come at me. Um, I went there and it just like it wasn't it, you know? Like it was fun for what we were doing there, but we left pretty promptly. But when I was in Philly and we went to the casino and I was like 20 deep, we had a responsible driver. We were driven there. Don't worry, guys. I showed up like 20 deep and I was like, let's lose some money. And I walked in there and immediately lost hundreds of dollars.
Oh, I'm sure, bro. When me and
But
Brent,
made it all back, so we're good.
you're good, you're good. When me and Brandon went to the casino, by like I could not tell you what time it was at this point, but I mean we had gone to like the sugar factory for drinks. We had gone to
Oh,
dinner for drinks. We were drinking rum and cokes. We were drinking, dude, it was a mess. But at one point, we were just like sitting at slot machines, just fucking slapping the buttons as fast as we could, like waiting for the drink chick to come over so we could get more drinks. It was bad. Like, I
you
think that
know,
was the fastest I ever lost money, but it was so much fun.
were you able to walk around the casino with your drinks?
Uh, at Foxwoods, yeah.
Okay, because when we were in Philly, you could only have them in a restaurant. Like their bars were closed, you couldn't walk around with the drinks.
Right, right.
So what we did is, we had our DD bring us, and then like we kept like 230 racks in the trunk of the car. And like every time we got up from a table, we'd hit blackjack, we'd hit roulette, we'd go play Texas Hold'em or whatever, which you know me, I don't know how to play Texas
I
Hold'em. So
love
that was
Texas Hold'em, but all the tables were closed, which is annoying. But yeah,
yeah, that sucks. But like between every time we got up, we would just go outside and chug a beer real quick and then come back in. And
that's
like
funny.
obviously with like a heavy pregame, like it was just a
Right.
crazy night. But like way funner in that mindset. And like it was a much more exciting casino than like Encore in Boston, which
Yeah.
is gorgeous. But like when you
Also,
show up at like 11, it's pretty dead.
yeah, I think like going to like having a casino trip is a lot better too because like you go there for the weekend just to go to the casino. So like all of the money that you're spending that you know you can spend is for the casino.
Yeah, it's different when you're like worried about losing your vacation money because you ended
Exactly.
up at a casino on vacation.
Exactly. And it's like I still need money for like the next day and it's like all right, but like when we went to the casino like and we stayed at the casino too, which is even nicer cuz like you don't even have to worry about a DD or Uber or
Yeah. Oh,
anything. Like
that's where you stayed?
oh my yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
So we got fucking hammered, and then you literally just stumble to the elevator, fucking smash buttons, get to your floor, and like stumble to your room. So
That's
yeah,
what we did in Canada. We didn't even know that we stayed in a very nice hotel in Canada. And we got like one of the top floors. I don't remember how we ended up getting like an upgraded room with we had like a Juliet balcony.
yeah,
And like 2 floors above us was like a restaurant overlooking Niagara. And then like the floor above that was like connected to the casino. And we were like, wait, what? Like a rooftop casino? And it was just like part of it because it went over to like a whole different casino building. And me and Eric got a little drunk and we ended up there at like 3 in the morning. And it was like I've never seen a place so busy at 3 in the morning. People were walking around wearing like fur coats, like holding like literal stacks of cash. And we were just sitting in there like 18, 19 years old, like looking around like, where the fuck am I right now? Like I have never seen this kind of living. You know, people are just ripping cigs at slot machines. And
Oh yeah,
I love it here.
that's
I love
awesome.
this place.
Yeah,
But like, I don't know. I definitely feel like I have a lot of other cities in the United States I need to get to. And like
I also want to
I
go
need to
to.
bring you with me.
Also, I really really want to go to Nashville.
I was supposed to go to Nashville last summer, but COVID fucked me there
Yeah,
too.
bro, I've heard the
Um,
rooftop bars there are just unreal.
so the best two places in the entire United States for rooftop bars are Chicago and Nashville.
Yeah, that's yeah.
So
And
I
then
cannot wait to get down to Nashville. You and me hitting some honky tonk bars. Are you kidding me?
hell yeah.
Yes.
Do I have to buy a cowboy hat? Is that just the rule?
I will bring my cowboy hat.
Do you have one?
I have my American flag cowboy hat, I think.
Oh, oh yeah, I remember that thing. Oh yeah.
I could wear that. I could definitely get some boots too. I don't even care. I got friends in Nashville, so
Oh sweet. I also want to go to New Orleans, but
beautiful place.
yeah, I'm trying to get
See,
to.
if you go to New Orleans, fucking take me because the problem in New Orleans is everyone goes to Bourbon Street, which
Yeah.
is like the most famous, like Mardi Gras Street. There's like a lot going on. You don't want to go to Bourbon Street. You want to hit the other places.
All right, I'm down.
So I'll go there with you. Oh, I forgot to mention Baton Rouge. Beautiful place. Love it.
There
LSU
you
down
go.
there. Great place. I have very fond memories of committing crimes in that state. Not crimes. I just paying reparations for my mistakes there. But
Bro, once I start working, like once I graduate and stuff, like it's gonna be so much nicer because I'm gonna have actual money to like actually do these things.
are you are you living at school for your senior year
I am,
officially?
yes. Yes,
Gotcha.
we are officially staying in this apartment.
Okay. Well, perfect because Sunderland squad is
Oh, bro, it's still
still
fucking
still
rocking for me.
alive and well.
And next year,
Um,
if COVID's not a thing, we'll be hitting the bars before fucking UFC and shit.
woo, buddy, you know how to reach me. We're gonna have a great time down there.
Yes, sir.
After that, though, you already know we're starting our content creation house.
Oh, that's right.
After,
Yeah.
after you graduate, we're all gonna go in on a house together.
Are we
Talk to them.
fucking? Remember, we were like, we weren't actually contemplating this, but there was like a apartment for rent in Winchendon or whatever. We were gonna turn it into a fucking content creation like fucking space or
It was
whatever.
it was like the office space, but like it was like an office with a
Oh, that's
kitchen,
right.
but it was for rent for dumb cheap. It was like $700 a month, and I was like, "Yo, imagine we just rented this place out." Because like I work from home, so it would be like
Right.
an actual office for me.
If
But
I
like
did too, like we totally could have.
that's what I'm saying. $700 a month, nothing. We rent that out. I work from the office. You set up your own office space in there, and like we just get to work. That's
Bro.
what I need because right now I'm in this basement right now, and I work in a basement all day, and this is what's costing me money because every time I see a little bit of sun come out, I'm like, I should rent an apartment somewhere else, and I'll just work from that apartment. But that apartment will have windows.
Bro, even doing work from the hotel, which was very inconvenient, it was still like nicer than doing work from here because it was just like a new spot. Like,
And that's been my problem is because it is costing me money to keep renting these places out. But when I tell you, I know you like to stay in hotels. You got to start doing what
I don't
you
care.
you got to do what I do, man. You find the apartment buildings that rent them out by the week or like by the day or whatever, and then you can rent a full apartment. Because when I went to Boston a couple weeks ago, literally for the purpose of work, like I was not going for fun. I was going there for work, so
Right,
I didn't
right,
have to work in a basement. I just rented a full apartment, so I had like a full kitchen, full bathroom, a living room, the bedroom, and I set up my own work area. I worked there every day. I cooked breakfast and lunch in the apartment, and then at night I would wander around Boston, peeing myself because we were having a good time.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I love like when we got the Airbnb in New Hampshire, that was awesome. It was just convenient to get hotels for like what these weekends consisted of
Yeah, yeah, I
because they're
agree.
local. Like a lot of times it's harder to find like it was hard it probably would have been hard to find an Airbnb like a 2 minute walk from the arena where the hotel was right there. So it's just kind of convenient. But no, that's definitely like the move. Like, I don't know.
I like it. I do want to plug in as we're near. I don't know what our time is, but
Yeah,
I know
we're at
we're
39
nearing it.
minutes.
Oh, I
So
love that. I do want to give a quick plug from my experience, the best cities that people should travel to. If you haven't spent a weekend in Boston, do that. Spend a weekend in New York City. If you can, if it's within your means to travel. Obviously not now. COVID's a rampant thing. I do recommend people stay home and whatnot. When the world is good again, hit up Chicago. Cannot recommend it enough. Baton Rouge is great.
Don't go to Pittsburgh.
Don't go to Pittsburgh. Philadelphia is pretty cool if you stay in the right part. I've stayed in some good and bad areas of Philly, but overall I like it there. College Park, Maryland, outside of DC, great.
That's where I want to go.
DC is the cleanest city I've ever been to. I know all the best food spots. I have my favorite Uber drivers down there. I know my favorite lunch and breakfast spots in DC. Highly recommend it there. Hit me up if you're ever in the area and need some places.
DC, come on the show.
Yeah, DC, come on. Can we get some hearts in the chat for the District of Columbia? Thank you. Not who's there, just the place itself.
Yeah, the whole place.
Yeah, I don't care about your bureaucracy or however you say it. Bureaucratic nonsense.
Something.
Where did I go in New Jersey? Is it Atlantic City?
Yeah.
I flew in a helicopter there. That was probably the highlight of that trip.
I want to fly a helicopter.
Straight up. Have you ever been in a helicopter?
When I am rich, one day.
It's a crazy question to ask, but like, have you flown in a helicopter?
No.
Fuck it. It's fun. It is so exciting.
When you're rich one day.
Why do I have to be the rich one? I thought we already discussed that you were going to be you're the smart one, bro. You're an engineer.
That doesn't mean anything. All right,
That's
fine.
true.
If you're rich one day, you buy a helicopter. Okay.
Okay.
You pay for me to get my license, and then I'll fly you around wherever you want.
Okay, if I can afford a helicopter, I'll definitely do that. But what if you get rich? What are you gonna do for me?
Well, you can just fly with me.
I feel like
but no, just listen.
What's my paid job? Like, you're gonna hire me, right? If I'm hiring you, you're gonna hire me if you're rich.
No. No, you're not hiring. Well, you could hire me, but
if I'm paying for you to get your fucking pilot's license and I'm buying a helicopter,
yeah, but then
you're my full-time pilot. That is your salary job.
Yeah, that's true.
Because like, if I can afford a helicopter, I can afford to use it whenever.
I got it. If I'm rich, you can be my cook. How about that?
You better fucking pay me pilot prices.
I will.
Okay, good. Because I feel like we're talking two different tax brackets now.
If I'm that rich, if I'm helicopter rich, I can pay you that. Sure.
Cool. As long as we're on the same page.
If I'm helicopter rich, that won't matter. So.
Yeah, that's true. That's fair. Either way, I feel like if one of us gets rich, we're probably both gonna end up in business together because we already discussed doing real estate and opening a restaurant together.
So we'll get a helicopter.
This is why you're the best man at my wedding. That's never gonna happen,
bro. We're gonna get a helicopter and put fucking PKL Studios on the side of it.
Guaranteed. It's not even a question. I'm gonna be flying a college commute banner behind my freaking jet.
Can't wait.
I say that as I work for the government and get not helicopter money, but one day, man. One when we open our Meredith restaurant.
Yes, sir. All right, we're coming around 43 minutes here. I just want to give a quick shout out to everyone for listening. We've passed week 10. We're really starting to get cooking with this. We really appreciate all the support. Go tell your friends about it. Get your friends and family to listen. Any viewers really, really help. We're looking forward to all the stuff that we're going to do in the future. But we just want to thank you all. And Tom, why don't you send them out with some words of wisdom?
All right, guys. If you're still here, thank you. I appreciate it. Take some time to take care of yourself this week. I think I say that every week, to be honest, but self-care is very important. You know what I'm saying? Read a book, breathe in some fresh air, eat a meal that you enjoy, something that makes your heart happy. Reflect on yourself and just try to hit the ground running and do everything you can to make the most out of life. That's what matters. Love everyone around you endlessly.